Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charles Peace. In today's video, we'll be making a beautiful dress. It's gonna be a plain and pattern dress. So guys, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload a new video. We'll be using these two fabrics for the tutorial. This one is a crepe English fabric and another designed English fabric. You can decide to use your African fabric to combine with a plain one, but I'm using two English fabrics for it. So guys, let's get started. This will be the main body of the dress, while this will be the down part and the sleeve as well. So guys, for the length of the fabric I'm using 37 inches times 2, which will give me 74 inches for this orange fabric. Then for the pattern one, it depends on how you want it. So guys, I'm folding it into two like so. After folding it into two, then I'll fold it in a bias form. The first thing is to place it into two equal parts, then place it in a bias form like so. Then from these tiny parts, I will trace my shoulder measurement is 16 divided into 2 give me 8. Then I'll add extra half inches for the seam allowance, which is 8.5. So this is 8.5 here. Then from here I will take my measurement. Then from this point here, I will mark my armhole, which is 9 inches. I will as well measure 8.5. At this point here, I will take it to join to this edge. So here will be my armhole. I will carve out my armhole here. Then from this point here, my bust point from the shoulder is 11.5, which is here. At this point, I will take my bust measurement. Now I will carve out my armhole here. Then from this point, which is 11.5 inches, I will take my bust measurement, which is 37 divided by 4 will give me 9.2 inches. I will mark it here. Then I'll add extra 1.5 inches. Then from this point now, it's only my bust measurement that I need. Other ones will follow with the folding. So I will trace the length. The length of the dress I'm making is 60 inches. But for this orange one, I want it to be 42 inches. Then the remaining inches, which is 18 inches, should be the designed one, the pattern one. So I'll be cutting 42 inches for this plain one. So I will drag it up. Then I'll take the measurement and mark it across. You can see. So I'll mark 42 inches round from the neckline depending on how you want it. So I'll go ahead and join the lines together. This will be the length. Then I'll pull it down again. From this upper side, I want to take, remember I'm cutting the two pieces together. My fabric is on fold. That means I'm cutting both the front and the back pieces together. So I'll take my shoulder slope from this point here. I'll mark 1 inch. Then from this point, I will mark 3.5 inches here. Front, I want it deeper, up to 5 inches. But I'll first of all cut out the back before I cut the front. Will be for the front, while the back will be 2 inches. Then I will join my shoulder slope at this point here. You can see. So by the time I cut out the front and the back pieces, I will then separate it to cut out the front neckline. So I'll go ahead now and cut out from the neckline, back neckline first. So at this point, remember the curve here is for the front. I'm not going to cut it. It's by the time I'm cutting the front side, I will as well cut out this curve. So I'll go ahead and so I will separate it. This for the back, while this is for the front. So I'll go ahead and cut out the neckline. So if you want, you can put a zipper if you want to leave it, depending on your choice. This is for the front, while this is for the back. You can see. So I'll put it aside. So as I told you earlier, the quantity of the fabric you're using for the pattern depends on how you want it. Like this one now, I'm using only 1.5 yards of fabric. So remember, we cut out 42 inches for the main body of the dress, and the down parts will be 20 inches. We have cut 42. The remaining inches there will be 18 inches, but I will make it 20 inches altogether because the down part will be folded. So I will make it 20 inches. So for the length of this fabric is by 60 inches. So I will cut out 20 into 2. That is 20, 20 each, and I will join it. I want it's going to be a gathered side. I will gather it at the down part. So I need it to be very long. So 60 by 2 should be 120. And I'll be cutting 20 inches. 20 inches into 2. Is 20 inches. I will put a notch at this edge here, and as well for the second one I'll put a notch. The same thing I will do to this part. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. So I've cut out 2 pieces each is having 20 inches, 20 by 60, 20 by 60. So I'll go ahead and join it at the edge, join them to have long 120 inches. This will be for the down part. Now for the sleeve, I will use the remaining one for the sleeve. So for the sleeve, I will just fold it into two like so. I'll mark 3.5 inches. I'll just curve it to this point. I'm sorry, the chalk is not visible. So I will just curve it as if a circle at the down part like so, to be circular at the down part. So this will be my sleeve. I'll go ahead and open it up. Don't forget to put your notch at the midpoint, which will be the shoulder line. Now see. Then another thing I cut out here is for the belt. For the belt, I'm having 3/3. I cut it out into two pieces. So I'll go ahead and join it and fold it into two. Remember, it's by 120 as well, to have a long belt, depending on how you want it. If you want it smaller, that's good. Anyhow you want it. So guys, we've gotten the sleeve, the down parts, and the main body of the dress. So now we have the sleeve, the down part of the dress, the main body of the dress, and the belt. So guys, we are done with the cutting. In my next video, I will show you how to sew this beautiful dress. Make sure you watch it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell icon to be notified.